But I don't know anybody else who thinks that
Then I'm running again. I wasn't really going to run until I saw the horrible joke.
Dear members and allies, in the face of adversity, our resolve must remain unyielding, our unity unwavering, and our commitment resolute. For too long, the Black American community has endured systemic injustices.
A warrant police officer facing
designed to suppress our voices and perpetuate inequality. It is time for us to rise together, to confront these challenges head-on, and to forge a path toward meaningful change.
The NFAC has been largely silent since our founder, Dr. John F. Johnson, was convicted unjustly and sentenced to a mandatory minimum imposed by the 1994 Biden crime bill.
This action was intended to shut us down and to further intimidate the Black race. The NFAC, though faced with unjust obstacles, stands firm in our dedication to upholding the principles of lawfulness, dignity, and empowerment. We have never wavered in our adherence to the law, nor have we strayed from our mission to protect and advance the rights of Black American citizens. To those who would seek to misrepresent our intentions, let it be known, the NFAC is comprised of law-abiding citizens who assert their constitutional rights with dignity and purpose. Our commitment to the First and Second Amendments is unwavering, and any insinuation otherwise only serves to perpetuate baseless fears and stereotypes. The time for action is now. We call upon every organization that shares our vision, every ally who stands in solidarity with our cause, to join us in a united front against oppression. In the coming weeks, let us convene to chart a course of action that will address the physical, political, and economic warfare waged against our communities. Together, we possess the strength, the resilience, and the strategic acumen to effect real change in this country. Let us not falter in the face of adversity, but rather, let us rise to meet it with unwavering determination and unbreakable resolve. Our future and the future of generations to come depends upon our collective action and steadfast commitment to justice. Remember, our power arises not only from our perseverance, but from our unbreakable determination to turn struggle into triumph, injustice into equity, and oppression into a cohesive force for lasting change. And as always, I bid you peace. I bid you shalom. Uhuru.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, brothers and sisters all over the world. The name of this channel is The African Times. All right, everybody, I think you can see I'm just going to jump in. I'm excited. You see the smile on my face, and I hope you feel the energy inside. I'm on fire, like our good brother, Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, like he said in a recent message, the one before this one, where he said, I'm on 100 degrees, I'm at 500 degrees, I'm at 1,000 degrees. That's what I feel like right now. You just saw the message to the coalition. Yes, the message to the coalition. That is a message from our good brothers and sisters of Nfac to let everybody know we are here. We are here now. There is no returning. We are here. They're not coming back. They are here. What a wonderful, wonderful message. The real heroes, the real men and women in black, Yeah. Oh, so you see, I'm excited. And the beauty is, these are not messages that come to us with no significance. No talk. No. We're going to have to get into it and break down what these messages are. So I'm excited. Now, all right, yeah, this is just an incredible message and opportunity. The opportunity is in the message. See, all of us, all the supporters of our good brother, Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, and supporters of Nfac, the coalition. The very important message to come out of this message is for each one of us to now reach out to each other. Not only those of us who know about our good brothers and sisters of Nfac and Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, but also reach out to those brothers and sisters who don't know. Everybody doesn't know. And we don't have the media apparatus that the system has to bombard everybody with their propaganda. You need to reach out to the young brother. You need to say, hey, young brother, come over here, take a look at this. Hey, sister, come over here, take a look at this. You got to reach out to them. Coalition partners, this is the time. This is the time for all coalition people, all members, everybody, to start back talking and saying, hey, look, everybody, listen, let's just touch base with one another. Shoot a message, even in the comments. Hey, look, we're here. Hey, look, we're here. Hey, I'm here. Yeah, brother, I support you. It doesn't have to be anything long. The point is that at this very critical time, we get like synergy from each other. We get a spiritual connection, a bond that comes from us interacting, where we let each other know, I got you. I'm here. Yeah, brother, we're here. Oh, no worries. I got you. I'm supporting you. I'm still here. I haven't just fallen off. Now, we know that. We know that. And I know, there's no question in my mind that as brothers and sisters, when the situation is there, we're going to respond. But remember, an organization is solid and strong when brothers and sisters connect with one another. Affirm and confirm, yes, brother, it's still good. We're still here. That also sends a message to new people. Wow, those people those people are tight, man. Those people stick together. Those people are always together. That you see them, you hear them. They're making sure that you know that they're here, and then that inspires in those new people to get involved. Even if they get involved in another organization, it puts in the mind of our young people that they must act, they must get involved. And this is just a way for us to do it, a way for them to do it. All right. So that's one of the best and most important aspects that come out of this message. We got a message here, everybody, that tells us that our good brothers and sisters of Nfac are not what many of our brothers who said that they had disappeared. They abandoned our brother Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson. So here's a clear message to the coalition, to the people that look like you and me. No abandoning, no disappearing, no, beautiful message of solidarity. And if you look carefully at the message, you'll see quality message. Quality, both visually, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. So maybe they had to take a little time to form the message. And they told you in the message about our brother, what happened, and what they had to do. I remember I talked to you about Queen Azinga, who had to, while she was doing battle, waging war with invaders in the good motherland, she had to disappear. She had to go away. She couldn't even tell her people. She had to disappear, go away, regroup, organize, and then return. So that's what we have here, y'all. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna get into the details of the message, but we got a little business we need to clear up first. You see and you hear the images of our brother, Grandmaster J, Dr. Johnson. You see him, you hear his voice, but you can look here and see law abiding, not breaking any laws. Remember, our brother told us that many, many times, on many, many occasions, not breaking any laws. And in this case, with this message to the coalition, that principle, that philosophy of law-abiding citizens, it's being followed here also. So look carefully, make sure we get everybody on the same page. This is a video produced not by our good brother Dr. John F. Johnson, Grandmaster J. This video wasn't produced by him. This is Nfac, not a message from him, but this is a message from Nfac. As you know, our brother is away right now, so he didn't produce this message. This is an AI generated message. An AI generated message. You see here, I want you to look carefully. I put it up here on the screen for you. You can read here, and it's important to understand because the protection of our brother is the most important thing that we have to follow, to do, to make sure that it's intact. As he said, law abiding. And we're still right now looking at a video where he himself is abiding by the law, because this video was generated without his participation, without his visual or vocal participation, as you see here. So read it carefully. So when you talk to people and you tell them, and you talk, and you should talk, you should be sharing these videos with people all over, young and old. You should be sharing this video. You make sure that you let them know that this was an AI generated message. But the point is the message. The point is that our good brothers and sisters of Nfac, the brave men and women who walk down that street, are letting you know that they are here. They have not gone away. So they used AI technology to generate this message. Law-abiding people acting in a law-abiding way. So we got to get that understood. Now we're going to jump into this message, because the message is something that's got me really, really excited. You got to understand. You look at the title of the video, and the video is entitled Civil War. No, we're not warmongers. No. Just like our good brothers and Grandmaster J, he said it himself when he was here, when he was out. Law-abiding citizens. Law-abiding. But strong, willing to defend ourselves, our children, our mothers, fathers and sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, and family members. Willing to do that. And why do we need to do that? Okay, all right. So you listen to the message and you hear that our brother, Dr. Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, I like to use doctor on both of them because they're all the same person. Our brother was explaining to us in the beginning, when the individuals marched to Stone Mountain, that there are people who may not have our best interest at heart. Now, these people these people are here. They're real. This is not make believe. This is not the movie. Yes, our brothers came as heroes in black, not the men in black, not Will Smith, none of that. No, the real live brothers and sisters who understand what's at stake. And what's at stake is the future of our children, the future of our children's grandchildren. And so they come together to let you know they're still here. And they understand what possibly is coming. Now, when we talk about civil war, we're talking about these people. We're not talking about black brother, black sister, black sister. That's not really what we're talking about. But as our good brother, Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, as he pointed out, I will not allow, this is generally what he's saying, I will not allow the harming of black people by anybody, even another black person. Do you understand? I bring this up because you got to look at, you do see what just happened the other day, right? I think it was in New York. Brother driving down the street in a wheelchair, pulling the body of a sister down the street. It doesn't matter who it is. The harm to black people must be, will be, and should be stopped, brought to an end, however you want to look at it. And the people willing to make a statement that, no, there are people here who love our other people in the world, black people all over the world. They have family, they have friends who love them and care for them, and who are willing to do what is necessary to protect them. Now you have to understand, civil war, civil, not military, not the army, civil meaning you, your neighbor, the other person. And why is that important in this situation with us as black people? We don't have a civil war with each other in America. No. The W's, they are engaged in a civil war right now. They have been engaged in a civil war for thousands of years. Whether that war takes place in America, whether it takes place in Europe, they are fighting civilly among themselves using their military to see who will be in charge of the world, who will dominate all of the people of the world, and particularly people that look like me and you. Yeah, us. Whether it's in the good motherland of Africa, which they are fighting over, this is not their first time fighting over it. They're fighting over it just like they fought over it thousands of years ago in the most recent centuries, the 19th century and the 20th century, where they decide they're just going to carve it up and you're going to get this one, I'm going to get this one, you take that one, I'm going to take this over here. The Civil War is both macro, all over the world, among those groups. You can even call them tribes. They're the same thing. The people here in the United States, the Trumpsters, the Bidenettes, the all of those people fighting over which group is going to be in control of the apparatus that's used to conquer the world. And who are they going to conquer it hard? Are they going to fight war? Are they going to go aggressive? Are they going to be passive aggressive? What are they going to do? That's those people. So you have among us, while all of this is going on, you have among us some brave men and women, in fact, our good brothers and sisters, law-abiding citizens who recognize what may or may not be coming, but who have enough good sense, enough common sense, enough natural intelligence to recognize you don't sit back and wait for something to happen to you, and then you're not prepared when it happens to act responsibly for yourself and defend yourself. You don't wait for that. No, no. What do? You organize yourself and you act based on the potential threat that could come to you. That's what you do. You'll be a fool to sit back and see the ship coming across the ocean, see the tank moving down the street, see the soldiers amassing, and sit back and you play some checkers. You play some chess. You play a game while these people who are not playing, who are very serious, they're coming towards you. You already have a history that when these people arrive to a land, to an area, to a group of people, they want to conquer them. They want to dominate them. And in doing that, what do? They destroy them. They kill them. So what do? You people that look like me and you sit back and wait for that to happen? No. When you are in possession of your natural mind, your God-given common sense, you prepare legally, following the law that they gave you, that they say they're operating by. You prepare and you put yourself in a position so that your children are not in danger. Your elderly and your women are not in danger. That's what this message was about. To let you know that even while our good brother, Dr. John F. Johnson, Grandmaster J, even while he is temporarily away from us, we have a duty and a responsibility to make sure that our people know we are still here. We are still on code. We still recognize that the situation that existed before still exists today, so we must be prepared to deal with that situation. That is what the message is. And you, men and women, brothers and sisters, good family that look like you, me, the other brothers and sisters, all over the world, we have to recognize that because our brother is there, and again, let's be clear, this message is not from him. He had nothing to do with this message. He didn't write the message. He didn't speak the message. It's not even his image. It's AI generated. It looks like him. It's supposed to look like him. That's how good the AI is. But the message is the embodiment of his spirit. The spirit, the energy that he demonstrated when he was not there, where he is now. And because he was able to instill in you, in me, and all of the members and the people in the coalition, he was able to give us a roadmap. He said it, he told you, this is a roadmap. Then that spirit is alive. It doesn't go away because he's not here. And just so you understand, you have to understand, you think that all of the brothers and sisters who fought and gave their lives so that me and you would have this future that we have, the way of life that we have, No, there were people that came before our brother. I told you before, Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, he's not just a man that just popped up. No, 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 no. He is the living, and thank God he's living, the living embodiment of all of our heroes from the past who knew and understand what we were up against and acted on our behalf selflessly, knowing the danger they faced and acted anyway. Just like the good brothers and sisters of Nfac, all of them, and all of those people, all of them who stood up on your behalf. Now, this is a very important time in history because I told you the potential of danger. You think that those people who take offense to the fact that we talk about defending ourselves, do you think they've disappeared? Do you think that they're not acting right now? No, they're acting right now. They're organizing themselves. You have to understand those people came to the Capitol. Remember, Civil War. They came to the Capitol and they were able to get inside the Capitol. How were they able to do that? You think they just were so brave and strong and overpowered that? No. No, there were people who were participating with them. You hear, inside man. Yeah, there were people inside. There were people who worked with those people. Because if you remember, there was a good sister. She drove a car some years back, drove a car, and they thought that she's a threat. She's a threat. And what did they do? They killed her. They killed her. They could have shot and killed all those people coming in there. It's the Capitol. They could have amassed soldiers. They got all types of defense mechanisms and organized groups of men and women who can act on a moment's notice and be right there. But they didn't do that. Civil War. And again, understand the Civil War that's taking place. And it is taking place. This is not new. No, you have to understand the very fact that Nfac is necessary is not new. No, you really think that this is all the attack on black people, it's all new? No, don't you realize that for thousands of years they've been attacking black people? Just because you're here in America does not mean that this is only happening with America. In fact, let me make sure you understand, there are no Americans. That's made up, make believe. There are no Americans. These people, you do remember, Declaration of Independence. What? Declaration of Independence from who and from where? Declaration of Independence from England, UK, United Kingdom, and what they called themselves, remember? Great Britain. Now, those people, those W's, are a group of people that came from there, from Europe, traveled all over, and it doesn't matter which one of them, because they're all the same, whether it's the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Belgian, all of them, the Dutch, all of them. They traveled from that area over to this area. Was this area called America back then? There were people here. You need to ask those people what they called the land, their home. Okay, so these people came over here. Just like back then, before they came here, they traveled to Africa. And what did they do there? They did the same thing they did here. They came over there to conquer. Conquer? How do you conquer people? What? You conquer because you declare war. War. And you continue. These things are not new. This is a continuation of their agenda, the dominance that they want to have all over the world. And these are battles. This is, listen, when your goal is to conquer and dominate the world, every part of it is a battle. It's an overall war, but every step, every movement, every action, it's a battle. Because the people of the world, those who have their right mind, those who have courage, those who have strength, they're not giving in. Now, look at me. Look at me. Understand. Black shirt, black pants, black boots. It's a uniform. But take it off. You got black people. Uniform. You can't hide from it. The war is ongoing. The Civil War is just one component of the overall war. These W's in the country are fighting amongst themselves. And each one of them, all of them, the groups that are in control, they are also fighting with you. They're using you as what they call their fancy word, scapegoat. They want to convince these group of people, the W's with no money. They want to convince those group of people that the reason they're struggling and that they're having problems is because of you. They have a standard program that they follow. It's you, it's me. We're the problem. And then when they say, okay, well, maybe the people waking up and they see that maybe the black people aren't the problem. The black people are law-abiding. They're not causing any problems. Peaceful people, you, me, people like us, peaceful people. Oh, then it's the immigrants. Immigrants. The people from, Mexico, or the people from Haiti, or the people coming here. Because these people sent out across the world that this is a great place of milk and honey and land and opportunity. And so the people come here because they want to survive. Because across the world, they're being oppressed by these same people. That is a war. Do you understand? And the Civil War happening here, the immigrants, the black people, the brown people, all that, the Indians who they totally got rid of. The Asians now, we got to pivot to China. That's war. And all of the other people recognize that and understand that. So you, good brother, I'm talking to you now, the men, understand something. They, the W's, are at war with you. You have a history. First, enslavement. That's an act of war. It's an act of war. You had to go and conquer those people. You don't have to openly declare it. Your actions are declaring it. You conquer the people, you enslave them. Then, because the battle, all these people telling you black people didn't fight. No, black people fought. Why do you think that this had to come to an end? They couldn't keep it going forever. It wasn't their, we're so nice, we think we're abolitionists, we want it. No. They recognize, whoa, we're not going to be able to keep this going. These people are resisting. And they're going to keep resisting. As time goes on, we're not going to be able to control the situation. So now we have to come up with a new strategy. And that's their new strategy. Okay. We're going to let them free. Civil War. Remember? We're going to let them free. Now you think that ended? Because 1865, the North won. No, it didn't end. It didn't end for you. What happened in 1865? Okay, Emancipation Proclamation. You told you free. This is what they told you. It's still written in their Constitution. 3/5 human, all men created equal, all a bunch of lies, And then they come in, they let you go, and then what? They enact more strategies. Because they're still at war. Only you think that they're not at war. So they enact the black codes. Right? They enact Jim Crow. These are war tactics and strategies to keep you, to kill you. War is not just, understand something. You hear it, but you're not applying it to all of the other areas. War is just not the guns and the bullets and the bombs, and it's not that. That's a part of it. But that's very costly and very expensive. It's not only costly because you got to manufacture the bombs and the bullets and all that. That has nothing to do with that. That's part of it. But the land you're destroying, infrastructure, you got to rebuild that. Now that's costing you more money. Then you lose the lives of the people. Now you also may lose the psychology of the people. People get tired of war. That's the problem these W's are having right now. Don't nobody want to go and die for these people. For who? So you understand, Civil War back in 1865, whenever it was, back during that time, that's continuing. All of the policies against us, the black codes, the Jim Crow, you fought for your civil rights, what, 60, 70 years ago? So all the way from 1400, when they said this brother came over here and he found the land and they killed the people and they destroyed the people. War. Civilians, people. They can call it whatever they want to call it. You got to wake your mind up and understand. They come up with these fancy words. Don't you know, let me tell you something. These people disguise this stuff to try to soften it with the words so that you think that maybe it's not really happening. Maybe it's, the sun is rising, but that's not really the sun. You got people running around here right now as these people are killing people. Killing them. Saying, well, they've been unalived. To try to make it sound like it's maybe not as bad as it sounds. They aren't dead. They're unalive. They're kind of living, but they're not really living. They're unalive. Do you understand? Mind games. So when we talk about civil war, this is what's happening to us and our people. That's why every day you're told they're the police. No, that is a component of their military apparatus. You call them military, they're all paramilitary. Oh, National Guard, the Air Force, different names of the same people. What is the goal of these people? To destroy the enemy. And how do they determine the enemy? Don't you realize you were the enemy? You are the enemy for them. These are their words. This is their philosophy. So, again, the Civil War is happening. It's a soft version of it. Both politically, they enact laws, Jim Crow, black codes, affirmative action. That's economic warfare, social warfare. They're not, in that instance, they're not bombing you then. They're not shooting you then. But what do we see happening? What do we have a problem with? What do we all fear in our neighborhoods? What? Police action. Police what? A police state. Walking around in the neighborhood. So you would be a fool, as Malcolm X told you. No, you'd be out of your mind if you don't organize yourself, arm yourself, and prepare for what really is not just potential. There's a potential of a greater problem. Civil war actually being openly declared, or the covert civil war that's taking place every day with the killing of our people, being pulled over by the police. Now just breaking in your house, shooting you and saying, hey man, I made a mistake. Jogging down the street. Couple brothers walking home. Getting pulled over because your plates are down, they're being executed. Now, you can stick your head in the ground and act like it's not happening. You can get up and you can go every Sunday. And then on Wednesdays, Bible study. On Tuesday, choir. You can meet with these people every day if you want. You can do it every day. you're not getting rid of the war. You're not getting rid of that. It's here. So when you have a bunch of brave men and women who tell you, hey, listen, there's a danger here. There's a danger here. Now, we're not breaking any laws. Look at our good brother Grandmaster Jay. He told you over and over again, we're not breaking any laws. We're not here to be an offensive force. We're not here to do that. We're here to defend our children, our women, our elderly from attack by people who have bad intentions towards our people. And we know that these people exist because we're not blind. We see this happening every day. It's being displayed to the world. So, for you brothers and sisters, and you, all of y'all go pass this message around. You don't have to do anything. You're not breaking the law because you share the message. You share it. You send it around. You send it to your young people. See, the young people, they understand something. They're living a very difficult life. They're living a difficult life because we didn't do what we were supposed to do as men and women thousands of years ago. Because they worked on us. They got your mind. Listen, I'm going to tell you something that's very powerful so you understand. Our good brother Grandmaster Jay, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, and all those brothers and sisters at Nfac and all the rest of the brothers and sisters who, in all the different organizations, coalition, all of you, I want you to know, this message is for you. And let me be clear. When you hear me talk about Nfac and the good brothers and sisters of Nfac, you see the message to the coalition. That means that any and everybody who's participating in the protection of black people, protection, not breaking any laws, protection, not being offensive, defensive, to protect the people. Salute to you. Respect to all of you. Anybody, even the person who helps by just sharing the video. Share it. You should make sure that everywhere on this earth that there are people that look like you and me. Y'all supposed to be sitting down looking at this video. You're supposed to be talking to your young people, your grandchildren, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, and saying, listen, there's a potential danger here. And there's some people out here who recognize that danger and are willing to stand up on our behalf and show us publicly, hey, y'all, look, there's a danger here. So we're here. We're telling you this is what you need to do. You need to help us. We need to come together. We need to organize. We need to be prepared. If it doesn't happen, great. But there's a saying. A couple of them. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, right? Right? That's what it is. Proper preparation prevents poor. The 5 P's. Okay. All right. There's another one. Very important. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. You understand? And what I'm talking about is arming yourself. Yeah. What, you afraid? You're afraid to arm yourself. You're afraid just to hear the thought of you protecting yourself. Oh, let me tell you something. Listen, first of all, you have the heroes I told you about, right? In fact, our good brothers and sisters, law-abiding citizens, and they've told you before, these just regular brothers and sisters. Many of them have regular jobs just like me and you. But just like what? The mythology that these people put on you. Spider-Man, Superman, Batman. By the daytime, they're regular businessmen, accountants, and newspaper guys, but at night they put that uniform on because really they're the superhero. Well, you have some real live ones here that's protecting you. Just making sure that other people know that if you're thinking about harming these people that look like you and me, our children, and they're harming our children. This is what, see, it's very difficult for me to take that. Our brothers and sisters are openly saying that, listen, there's a potential that you may have to suffer some consequences if you harm black people. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, me and the other brothers and sisters, the brave brothers and sisters from Nfac, you don't know who they are, and you shouldn't know who they are. But I'm going to give you an example of some people you do know. Because they run them around in front of you. You know Malcolm X, right? Now, some of y'all don't even mention Malcolm X's name. No. The white people want you, any brother or sister with strength and courage, they want you not to even, they don't want you to like them. They want you to be afraid of them. Don't follow them. They're going down the wrong path. Those people going to harm you. No. Malcolm X also is the spiritual and physical embodiment of all of the brave brothers and sisters who came before him thousands of years ago, who've been fighting these demons to prevent these people from doing harm to our people. And what did Malcolm say? Malcolm said, if a person comes to you, I'm paraphrasing it, but if a person comes to you with force, they come to you violently, and you think that you're going to act with them non-violently, well, good night. They are going to destroy you. Do you understand? They're going to destroy you. You can't, as in his words, you can't talk to them people reasonably and rationally. You think you're going to do that? They're already coming to you unreasonably and irrationally. You're not going to reason with them. Now, that was Malcolm X. You have, because he's not here, but we're fortunate because we got Dr. John F. Johnson, our good brother Grandmaster Jay. He's alive. He's here. He's here. And he told you. And I want you to understand the importance of what this brother said. Publicly. There were threats being made about, remember, Civil War now. Threats being made about, what they're going to do to black people. And when they're going to do it to black people. The harm. Now, I want you to really understand. I told you before, they use their media, their culture to kind of prepare the people to behave in a certain way. And once they get enough of that kind of content, that information in the people, then the people just march along and follow their orders and their directives. They started releasing movies about The Purge and Saw and all of these other movies, The Apocalypse, all this kind of Civil War activity. Oh, the world was fighting and everybody now the world's blowing them down. It's destruction. That's taking place right in front of you. There is no training issue with the police. You don't have to train nobody. You think you got to train somebody to know not to kill somebody? What's wrong with you? You don't have to train anybody to do that. So our good brother, Grandmaster Jay, understanding all this, that these threats are being made, they're being made openly and publicly. Openly and publicly. He stood up and he said, at Stone Mountain. Now, remember, what I'm about to tell you, this is defensive. And none of you should have any problem with it because you love America. Those of you who, our good brothers and sisters who want to buy into this American philosophy, which is a good philosophy, no problem. The idea that we all created equal and we all, one for another, and we all melting pot and we're all one together, and all those lies that they tell, because they don't follow that. They don't even believe in that. And they'll tell you right now, MAGA, make America great again. You remember when America was great? I told you that was when they were destroying and killing people. That's what they do. That time, they got consequences now. So they can't just run up on everybody. So here, for us, micro, in America, us, brothers and sisters, people that look like me and you, that civil war, there are now some consequences. And you know that because you have groups of people, like our good, brave brothers and sisters at Nfac, who are willing to say that, okay, we're law-abiding people. We're just good, peaceful people. We don't want no problems. None. We're not coming to you. We're not bringing a problem to you. We just want to be left alone. We just want some peace for our people. Our good brother Grandmaster Jay, even like he said, and not only him, Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and all. Listen, we are such peaceful people, such good law-abiding people, that we're even willing to just get away from you people, so you can do whatever you want to do. We don't even have to be here with you. We can go someplace else. We don't have any problem with that. We don't want any problem with you people. But you people seem to continue to have problems with us. You don't want us to go. You don't want us to stay. And then you publicly make threats. Your own government said that some of the greatest threats that are happening in the climate today is these W's who think that this civil war is going to happen, and so they want to pick out scapegoats, and those scapegoats happen to be people that look like me and you. So, recognizing in his right mind, peaceful brother, law-abiding, recognizing hearing these threats, organized other like-minded brothers and sisters, in fact, the coalition all over the world, and said that if these people have this idea in their head that they're going to continue to bring harm to us, that being in our right natural mind, we're going to defend ourselves. So he said we need to let them know that. Maybe if we let them know that, hey, listen, just like a rattlesnake, when the rattlesnake feels it's in danger, starts rattling, agitated, cobra backing up. Any animal in their right natural mind, their natural instinct, said, and this is what the brother said. You can go back and look at it, and you should go back and look at it. In fact, I'm going to do a video specifically for that. Law-abiding, not breaking any laws, just simply saying, if you are going to kill black people at 8 o'clock, and we're going to kill people at 8:05. Now, does that frighten you? If it frightens you, then you're not in your right mind. You simply don't understand what that means. What that means is that, hey, listen, we ain't bothering nobody. We're not going to bother anybody. We're going to go about our lives, regular people, living our lives, doing the things that we need to do so that we can have peace. But if someone comes and harms our children, our women, and our elderly people, we naturally will respond to that action. But if there is no action, this is the part y'all want to, you to me, cowards. Because this part is clear. If there's no action against us, there is no action for us to take but to keep on living our lives peacefully. And Grandmaster Jay have told you that on many, many occasions. I saw a video of a brother saying, oh, what y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing nothing. As if like, what, you supposed to just start shooting people? Now that's what they do. That's what they do. Serial killer here, this over there. That's what they do. No, peaceful, loving people, we don't do that. We too busy trying to live and laugh and be happy and have fun. That's what we do. But you out of your natural mind if you think that you're going to bring harm to me or to people that look like me or to our loved ones and our children. And we just supposed to say, okay, you know, I forgive you. And well, I saw a video, wait a minute. Oh, Malcolm said there was a and remember, Grandmaster Jay, I told you this is the spirit of all the people, our good, strong men that came before them, and all the brothers and sisters at Nfac, and all the rest of the coalition. Malcolm X said back in the 60s, this is the last time this happened, he said, well, okay, they did some harm to people that look like you and me. And the people were saying during the movement, we're going to, you know, basically beat them. We're going to overwhelm them with our capacity to love. That's okay. We're going to understand that. These people come with guns, and they're shooting you and they're killing you. They're hanging you, they're lynching you. And you're going to overwhelm them with your capacity to love. Oh, wait, listen, let me tell you something. Just like Malcolm said, no. Those people are really happy to hear you say that because now they know that they're not in danger. They can do anything that they want to you. And this is where our good brother, Grandmaster Jay, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, and the good brothers and sisters, the brave brothers and sisters of Nfac, they said, symbolically, law-abiding, very important to understand, not bothering anybody. They didn't do anything. They didn't like go attack anybody. They didn't do anything like that. And you shouldn't be afraid of that. What's wrong with you? They walked down the street. The law said you can do that. They just said, listen, as an example, this is symbolism. If you kick my door down, break into my house, grab my daughter, abuse her, grab my wife, abuse her, grab my son, abuse them, then I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to defend my home. Now, if you're afraid of that, then you got to get far, far away from me and stay away from our people because that attitude is infectious and we can't have that happening. This is why I'm telling you, take this message, the one I played, the message, you know, from Nfac, the coalition, to the coalition, spread it all over the world. Because there comes a point in time, and you understand that time is now, where you have to recognize whether you want to pray it away, turn the other cheek, you want to wait on somebody from up there to pop down here and they're going to solve all your problems. Or maybe you one of those people who want to go ahead and it's okay and they do some harm to you, you die, you go to heaven, and then in heaven it's going to be better for you. Maybe you're one of those people. All right. I'm not one of those people. Okay. No, I don't want to go to heaven. There's a danger with going to their heaven, by the way. I really want you to know that. Listen, these people are very, very clever. They're slick. you and me, our ancient societies had a philosophy, an idea. They believed that, there is no end to really your life. Physically, the body finished. But remember, the body is just a shell. What you really are is your experiences, your spirit, your memories of your life. Well, that energy, it continues. This shell, this thing, it's gonna go away. But it continues. And then you return if you've done a good job. This is what the whole kind of, you lived a good life and you lived a good spirit, and then you kind of return. And that's what I'm explaining to you about our good brother, Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, and the good brothers and sisters of Nfac. They and the whole coalition, all of you. You're not just you. I'm not just me. We are the living and walking embodiment of all of those people before you. That's why when you people say you act just like your daddy, you act just like your mama. You know what? You look. I can see your grandmama in you. I can see your grandfather in you. Do you understand? That's real. That's real. But you let some people with their uncivilized philosophy, men are inherently evil. No, they're not. They are. Even when they tell you the world. No. This is the world they created, not the natural world. That's not true. This is the world they created. And they tell New World Order. They tell you all of these things. When people catch on, they switch it. They change it to other rule-based, global. Do you understand? They just switching everything around. But again, the civil war all around the world is still taking place. It's still taking place. So you and I and our whole ancestors and all of that, we have a different way of living. This is just the way it is. But again, those of you who want to believe, because they put all this nonsense in you, there's the most civilized society, and they're not educated. Remember, they teach you everything started in Greece and everything started in Rome, and it was there. That's the beginning of society. Have you lost your mind? People been here way, way longer than that. These people, as I was telling you, if you want to be the one going up into heaven, waiting on your paradise, okay? These people got a plan for you there too. Don't you know when they roll out this Jesus character that they roll out? I'm talking about the one they roll out. Because some of us believe that maybe he was a brother. Okay, fine. Some people believe he wasn't here. Maybe he did exist. But when they roll this brother out to you, this Jesus character, don't you realize what they're doing? You nor I don't know when this body ends, what's coming next. Now, see, I got enough confidence and intelligence to recognize I don't know. It's just being real. Oh, keep it a buck, keep it 100. All this ridiculous. Let me tell you something. I don't know. I know what I'm told, and I know what I read, or I know what I learn. And there's some people. Now, you want to impress me? I want to see you pass away. Another nice way. You die. Okay. Let me set you in a little glass box so I can look at you. I want to see you. Then wait a couple months. Maybe we mummify you like the good brothers did back in the day. So that, you kind of physically stay here. And then let's see 3 months later, I want to see, can you come back and you tell me this is what happens? When you do that, I'm probably going to believe what you have to say to a certain extent. Now, I give you this kind of example because you have to understand the W's, they don't know what happens when they leave either. They don't know. But remember, I told you, potential. You should be acting on potential. The potential threat, the potential danger. Now, these people know we've been here longer than them. So there's a potential threat and a potential danger for these people in the afterlife. So you know what they're doing? These people are preparing for the possibility that if there is an afterlife, a heaven, a world, that they are in control of it. That they're boss. That's why they roll out this Jesus dude, this white Jesus dude. They roll him out so that if there is an afterlife, they're already letting you know who's in charge. You know, the blonde-haired white boy with the blue eyes, he's in charge. Oh, and understand something. He's God. Oh, whoa, these people, man, listen. Now, this is not, understand, they're preparing. They got a whole organization for that. So that if that exists, when you get there and you look like me and you and all the rest of us who look like us, all the other people, even the people that are a little brown or dark or whatever the matter, no, he's going to be white with blonde hair and blue eyes. That's what he's going to be, and he's in charge of you up there. Whoa, man. Okay, wait. Now, I know that sounds crazy because they always tell you up there. Wait, up there, when you get out, you can see it. When you look up there at night, even sometimes in the daytime, you can see the moon in the daytime. But at night, when you look up there, you see what? You see some stars. The sun is up there, right? Wait, I'm sorry. Listen. Hold on. You know why it makes me laugh? It's because you can see it. You gotta be, they call it hypnotism. They can hypnotize you. Brainwashing, another term they have to convince you of whatever they want to convince you. So when you look up there and you see those stars, they tell you they've been out there. They tell you that they've been to the moon, and they're trying to colonize that too. They're colonizing heaven with Jesus as the commander, the leader, the general, the president, the emperor, the king, the God. And these W's, they got people. They're telling you Mars, that's the other one. The moon. They're getting there. They're trying to get there. It's a race. They want to get there first, so that they can tell you when you come, this is ours. We're in control. They don't change their policies. They're never going to change their policies. They're never going to do it. Understand that. So I just want to tell you guys, I had to jump in here just to let you know we got a great message from our brothers and sisters at Nfac, all of which are law-abiding citizens, obeying the law, not harming anybody, simply want to have peace with themselves and with their lives, and don't want to bother anybody, just want to be left alone and enjoy their lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is what? The American dream. And so even the W's, you watch, and I know you watch, you know everything I'm saying is right. I know you know it. And not only do you know it, there are many of you who are tired yourself of the abuses of this colonial system with capitalism as the economic model to destroy people and maintain and keep the resources and move them over here. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them tired too. All over the world. France is erupting right now. Israel is erupting. You got all these people, the Germans, they're unhappy then because the people done lied to them. You got a bunch of rich people getting richer and everybody else struggling. And austerity in Europe, UK, they're all struggling. So, again, it was a message from our heroes. The brave brothers and sisters of Nfac. Patriots. And this is listen, you can be a patriot for America, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Great. As long as what you're talking about is good. This is why they're having problems getting people in their army, because they've lost the patriotism. Because of a history of very bad things that they've done to people all over the world. And now this melting pot, you got the people here, they're not happy. They see through it. You can't keep doing it. What's the saying? You can fool some of the people all the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. This is what's happening. So our good brothers and sisters again of Nfac, and I need you to understand this point. Brave, brave, law-abiding citizens who just want to be left alone, not bother anybody, and just have peace with themselves. This is what is happening here. This is what is very, very important to understand. So, come together, unite in the message, and remember, this has nothing to do with our good brother, Grandmaster Jay. He's away. He had nothing to do with this video. He has nothing to do with this message I'm sending. He has nothing to do with the message that I played. It's an AI generated message with images, voice, all generated completely and solely, nothing to do with him. So do not go around passing out erroneous messages. Okay? Don't do that. And just so you know, there's some W's out here who are using this AI technology to put out misinformation, bad information about our brother, bad information about our brothers and sisters of Nfac in the coalition and us in general. And this is all not new. These are all Civil War strategies and tactics that have been used throughout these people's history of conquering and domination. You know, they said what? Slaves. It was against the law for a slave to fight for his freedom. It was against the law for a slave to speak about freedom and to try to escape and even to read. It was against the law. Do you understand? And the propaganda, the information, same as now. Slaves were like the Indians. They were savages. They were horrible people. They just wanted to, do bad things, and they wanted to go after the white woman. And remember all that? This is the same thing that happened now. Black young men are thugs. They're super predators. They're in the 70s. They ain't nothing but a bunch of pimps and other. So don't lose sight that this civil war is ongoing. It will come to an end. It will. All empires that have existed prior to the American empire will come to an end. And remember, the American people, I told you there is no American people. It's just not true. They come from that other area. They came over here. And those people, when you get over into Europe, those people in Europe, in that one area, or England, now those people came from someplace else too. There's a brother, Dr. Arthur Lewis. We got to look at some of our old people. We can't lose sight. Just like our good brother Grandmaster Jay, he's not 25 years old. He's an elder. And he needs to be respected that way. And you need to listen to the things that he says. Because the older people like him, who are not just really doing this for some monetary gain and some, status and just to be looked upon. No, this is real. These are real people. The good brothers and sisters. In fact, this is real. Listen to what these people say. Dr. Arthur Lewis, the one I was just telling you about, he explains to you how these people migrated from a particular area. Just like they migrated from Europe to America, to Australia, to even China when they tried to take China and they captured Hong Kong and then they tried to move into the mainland. They've done that all over. They started in Africa from the coast and they moved their way inward and they keep coming in and in and in and in. And they want to continue. I don't think they're going to be successful. In fact, I know they're not going to be successful. They're not going to be able to do it. So, listen to the people, our good brothers and sisters. Listen to the message. Pass it around. Remember, law-abiding, good people. Okay? All right, I didn't mean to keep you guys this long, but this message was so good, I got excited. I've been thinking about it, you know, and again, I told you this is for me. I'm gonna have to do a few messages, a few broadcasts about this because we're gonna go into more detail. I was really excited about getting the message, and I appreciate. Thank you to uh, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, uh, Grandmaster Jay. Thank you to the good brothers and sisters of Nfac for letting us know, caring enough about us as a people here to let us know you're still there, you're still with us, and we still have your support. Thank you. Now we have an obligation as a people to support these brothers. You need to support. We got a fundraiser coming up. There's a fundraiser coming up for our good brother Grandmaster Jay, and we have to support him. And remember, he supported us. He's there. He's alive. He's there. He had some surgery, some medical issues, but he's still alive. We must support this brother. It's your obligation. You're not breaking any laws by supporting him. Don't be afraid. Stop doing all that. Send, everything that you can. If you got $1, if you got a nickel, quarter, whatever you can, you send. You send and you support. Because this is the only way that we're going to be able to continue to have people who stand up for us, for our children and our future. We have to support them monetarily, but also letters, texts, pictures, all of those things so that a brother in his situation can know, can feel, can have a sense that the work that I did, the sacrifice that I made, it wasn't in vain. We don't leave these people who do these things for us. We don't leave them alone. We don't not support them and then run out here and buy a box of popcorn and watch a fake superhero movie with some fake actors who don't care about you, that you think are some kind of heroes and role models. They're not. They have all the money in the world. They could be helping this brother. They could be dropping, but they're never going to do that. They're never going to do that because they have to make those W's comfortable and know that, hey, boss, listen, you be safe with me. I'm never going to do anything against you. Just let me do these movies and these records and these. Okay. Don't let them colonize your mind. All right, everybody. Look, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you again to our good brothers and sisters at Nfac, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, Grandmaster J. Brother, we love you. We salute you. Thank you so much. You guys take care. Ooh, hooroo. Ooh, hooroo. Ooh, hooroo.